Let's hear Eddie Mont's take on the Minecraft movie. You know, usually he always complains about the woke stuff, so let's see if he'll do it this time.
Darkness and war, where everyone is constantly at each other's throats. The internet is an infinite battleground of epic proportions that breaks even the greatest minds of our generation. But every once in a while, when the cosmos will gift humanity a piece of its everlasting blessing. Like life itself, the universe finds a way to cut through the molasses of internet beefs or discussions like which Pokemon is the most breedable. It's Vaporeon, by the way, unfortunately. Please don't Google why this is true, just trust me on this one. But in the 2000th millennium, there is only war. But sometimes the wound of time is healed, and that, my friends, is where a Minecraft movie comes in. As someone who's definitely a big fan of this series who knows all of the lore, as I would know, after all, I've been a fan of Minecraft for the past 10 minutes at best, and even I can tell that has transpired on screen here, with this latest cinematic offering is nothing short of incredible, even to the uninitiated. In fact, I would confidently say that a Minecraft movie is getting unnecessary hate from all corners of the internet. So as a stalwart defender of this franchise, I will now convince you why you're all wrong. As the Rotten Tomatoes...
So you're not going to be serious? You're not going to sit there and complain about the wokeness? I really hope that you're just joking around and then you're actually going to start being serious. But you know, you played more Minecraft than I ever have. I mean, I haven't played a single second of Minecraft, nor do I ever have a plan on doing it. Now, I will sit there and say, this movie is absolutely terrible. Yes, it's entertaining, but it is one of the dumbest movies. It's not even good dumb type of thing. You know, I know how many people love Napoleon Dynamite. I still hate Napoleon Dynamite. Those movies are not meant for me.
Score shows, critics hated this movie, but the audience is absolutely loving it, which yet again tells you that you should only ever listen to die-hard fans of Minecraft when it comes to their opinions on corporatized CGI slop films based on best-selling video games that are specifically designed to target children and waste their parents' money, time, and sanity in exchange for soulless entertainment. The movie stars a bunch of people I don't know, but there's also two guys I do recognize. One is Jason Momoa of Conan the Barbarian fame, who plays Garrett, a guy who runs a video game store, and you know this is a movie because he runs a successful video game business with brick and mortar and physical copies in the year that is 2025. Anyway, he ends up getting tied up in a grand adventure unlike the world has ever seen, because the world has never seen live-action adaptations of classic video games before that kind of miss the point but still have their heart in the right place. There's also Jack Black, who looks like if you put Jason Momoa in a microwave for 30 seconds and then you press down on him gently for about 5 seconds. Jack plays Steve, everybody's favorite Minecraft character that I 100% know all the lore behind, just trust me. There's also two kids in this movie whose names I don't remember, but one of them looks like they de-aged Paul Rudd and put...
Ha! You're out of line for that one, man. He kind of does actually look like Paul Rudd. I'll give you that one. I didn't even think about that until you just said that. But are you just going to completely skip over the race swapping with Jack Black? You're going to completely skip over how Steve was originally a black man and they race swapped him for a white man, Jack Black? You're just going to skip over that. You didn't skip over that when it came to Snow White. You outright threw a fit about that one, even though it didn't even matter who they put in that role. That movie would have done terribly. And then you sat there and threw it out there when it came to the Captain America movie. But for some reason, when you replace a black man with a white man, you're not going to say nothing. You're not going to complain. You're all fine. Make that make sense.
Him in this movie before the magical incantation would run out before he inevitably turns back to his 60-year-old self again. Did you know that Paul Rudd is over 60 years old? That's crazy. Anyway, child Paul Rudd and his sister's mom died. We have no idea how, maybe she was vaccinated, it's not clear, but the point is that they now live in a home located in Idaho of all places. I have no idea how they afford this house or who even pays the bills. Maybe their mom was a millionaire before she passed. Also, yes, I did look up how much houses go for in Idaho because I'm insane, and I wanted to see if 2 children could realistically afford living there. And according to Idaho Life Real Estate, the average home ranges somewhere in the low 300,000s but can go all the way up to $2 million if you have the cash on hand. I then decided to look up how much you would need to make as a single person to live comfortably in Idaho. You need to make roughly $88,000 American a year, or about $42.66 an hour, to afford your own home in Idaho. So these children clearly are able to afford a home and live comfortably somehow. We know this because this is a movie and none of it is real life. Because most people in real life cannot actually afford a home themselves. Thank you, Minecraft. Very cool.
You know, most people probably could afford their homes if they knew how to manage their money better. But banks have to sit there and expect you to make way more than what you actually need because a lot of people are severely in debt because they love wasting their money like on DoorDash and stuff that they don't need.
The plot of this movie is pretty much Jason Momoa and these kids, as well as some woman whose name is Dawn and is a real estate agent, who I guess is just here for diversity reasons, gets transported to the world of Minecraft via a magical MacGuffin that is shown earlier in the movie. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Jack Black, who plays Steve, he gets imprisoned by the evil Malgosha, and he breaks out only once these people from the real world come to the world of Minecraft. This means that Jack Black has been imprisoned in this real world for a very long time, and this also means that his parents, for decades, definitely believed that their son was turned into meat soup, probably by by some crazy murderer, and his entire family back home is left broken by the realization that they will never have any closure as to where their son has been all this time. But who cares about Steve's family? They're not important. They're probably dead anyways. Because the core theme of a Minecraft movie is that hard work pays off, and practice makes perfect, and to never give up. That is, unless you're Steve's parents, who definitely gave up looking for him, I guess. But surprisingly, this is a nice message to send to children all over the world who are growing up in an increasingly volatile environment where they will never be able to afford a home or possibly have children of their own because everything in our...
Yes, we know. The writing doesn't make sense, okay? When it comes to movie tie-in or movies that are based off of video games, since when has the writing ever made sense? There's just Hollywood for you. So that's something you're going to have to accept there, Eddie Mon. Now, I love how you sat there and mentioned, that they hired a black woman for diversity. You know, they wouldn't have had to do that if they would have sat there and picked the correct person to play Steve. You know, you skip over that one, you have no problem when it comes to diversity, when it comes to throwing a white man in there.
World is too expensive. Unless, of course, you live in Idaho, in a Hollywood movie that is, then everything is fine. The entire movie, by the way, is a cinematic feast for the eyes. It puts even Avatar to shame. It's the perfect blend of totally not just people standing on green screens amidst cartoonishly ridiculously looking creatures that do not in any way separate the viewer from reality while they're watching this movie. The CGI in Minecraft is some of the best Hollywood has ever seen, putting even Jurassic Park or Infinity War to shame. Also, Stifler's mom from American Pie is in this for some reason, but that's okay because Jennifer Coolidge is a great actress, and I love her, so I have nothing bad to say about her at all. She's a generational talent, and she's aging like fine whiskey. Where was I with the plot of this movie? Oh right, I can't show you most of this movie for obvious reasons, because if I do, Warner Bros. Will have an assassin kill me on sight if I show footage from the film that they haven't actually released themselves. But Steve ends up saving everyone because he's the best there ever was to do what he does. And he does, I have no idea to be honest, but did you know they're selling a toy of Steve for children ages 6 and up, by the way? Because nothing says a #1 seller like a middle-aged overweight white guy in blue jeans with an even bluer shirt.
I agree with you that the CGI is good, but you will put some respect on Avatar's name. That is some of the greatest movies to ever exist.
Because every kid ever said, "Mommy, I want the Minecraft Steve toy." And you're probably laughing like, who would even buy this thing? Well, actually everybody it seems, because I went on Mattel's website to see if this toy was available to buy online, because I too wouldn't mind to have some peak made of plastic myself. But to my dismay, however, the toy was completely sold out online. I'm not kidding, by the way. There was actually no ability to buy the toy from Mattel's website anymore due to how popular the Minecraft Steve toy is right now. Maybe you're watching this in the future and he's finally purchasable, but alas for me, in this very moment, my hands will remain empty for now. That's too bad, but I'll have this collector's item one day, hopefully, and this toy was definitely not bought by a bunch of 20 to 30-year-olds who just wanted this toy for the meme, guys. Just stop it. Kids definitely want this too. Just look how happy this kid that was definitely not paid to pose at this toy for capitalistic reasons looks playing with Steve. Thank you, Minecraft. Very cool. I don't remember what I was saying. Where was I with the plot of this movie? Oh, right. Steve saves the day because, I mean, he's amazing. Come on. And it won't...
All right, so I watched the rest of the video. I'm not going to continue to react to it because through the whole video, he never once ever mentions about the race swapping. So it shows to me, even though in the beginning of the movie you could tell, or the video, you can tell that he was being sarcastic. Now, throughout the rest of it, I don't know if he's actually saying this because he's being honest or if he truly does believe it. But I'm pretty certain if the original character would have been a white one and then they replaced it with a black one, he would have been throwing a fit, just like he did in Captain America, just like he did in Snow White. Well, you know, so he'll throw a fit when they replace a white man with a black man. But if it's in reverse, he doesn't say anything. He's all quiet. He's quiet like a church mouse. Completely quiet, doesn't say a damn thing. My God, this makes you seem like you're a hypocrite. Okay, so it's either, you know, because I've noticed this with a lot of people. All the people that were throwing a fit about Snow White, all the people that were throwing a fit, well, not all of them, but most of them that were throwing a fit about Snow White, most of them that were throwing a fit about Captain America. You guys all threw a fit, said it was woke, said it was gender swapping, and you guys didn't want it. But then when it becomes in reverse, all you guys sit there and just keep your mouth shut, don't say anything. And then on the opposite side, the ones that were okay with the race swapping when it came to Captain America or it came to Snow White, but then they're all supporting it, saying it's okay. Then they throw a fit when it's in reverse. Okay, you either need to be for it or against it. You need to pick a side. You can't be on both sides. So it's either you're for it or you're not. Okay, quit flip-flopping because that's what you're doing. Well, that's it for my reaction. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with me or not. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay vigilant.